this video, we are going to cover everything you ever wanted to know about twisted knit stitches, when it's good and when it's bad, and how to correct it. And I know that there is a style of knitting called combination knitting. I'm actually not that familiar with combination knitting, but I know it's a style of knitting where you actually deliberately twist stitches and then untwist them on the following row. And it is a way that people knit normally, and they don't actually end up with twisted stitches, stitches that appear twisted because they untwist on the following row. Anyway, Annie Modisett has a website that's kind of devoted to combination knitting. I will give you a link in the video description field below, as well as on my website, if you want more information on that, if maybe you're curious if you are a combination knitter. But I'm going to show you when it's good and when it's bad, how to correct it, everything else. Oh, this video is sponsored by Knitter's Pride. I'm using their newest needles. I think it is their newest needles. They're Marblz double-pointed needles. These are gorgeous acrylic needles that with this satiny finish, and each needle has, each needle size is in a different color. And each needle is different and unique from every other needle with this marbling through the acrylic. And they have this nice satiny finish, and they have a decent grip on the stitches with a medium taper and a nice tip on them. You'll see when I'm working with them. I'm actually using double-pointed needles because I'm knitting just this little sample of knitting to show you. But Marblz come in double-pointed needles and fixed circular needles and interchangeable needles. And I'm not sure what all else they have, but all the basics are there for sure. And they've outdone themselves on this case. As you can see, it is gorgeous. They always outdo themselves on cases, but I especially like these. Let's go ahead and take a look at how twisted stitches are made. I have this little sample of knitting, and I'm going to show you how someone accidentally twists stitches. A normal knit stitch goes in like this. To twist a stitch, you knit it through the back loop. That's all it is, to twist a stitch. Now, once you've done that, you've twisted the stitch, and the stitch ends up not being mounted correctly. The correctly mounted stitch has the right leg in front and the left leg in back. A twisted stitch is mounted like this. Now, when you encounter a twisted stitch, and you didn't mean for it to be twisted, let's say you pulled your needles out of some work and reinserted them and some stitches got twisted, you can fix them just by knitting through the back loop. And that will fix it. That's a normal stitch. That's knit through the back loop. Knitting through the back loop will actually twist the stitch, or if the stitch is already twisted, knitting through the back loop will untwist it for you. Now let's take a look at when twisted stitches can be good or bad. In this example here, I have regular stockinette and stockinette where every right side row, every knit row was knit with twisted stitches. This is actually a really cool effect. This little zigzag look, I think it looks great. The only problem is if you're trying to achieve regular stockinette and you have all of this texture, you're probably not going to be happy with this, which is why it's good to understand which is which. This is an awesome effect. It has about the same give to it as a little less give than regular stockinette. I can see really awesome scarves and stuff being made out of that just because it's cool looking. But if you're not trying to, it's of course kind of a shame. Now this is one of my favorite ways to use twisted stitches. In this sample, I have regular 1x1 rib and 1x1 knit through the back loop rib. There's a tremendous difference. I have a line of purl stitches separating the two. I guess I didn't need to, they're so dramatically different. This looks like regular rib, and these stitches, there's a little more space in the purl, and the knit stitches are kind of pushing up off the fabric and popping off the fabric. I think it's a really cool effect when you're working in rib. And you have exactly the same elasticity as regular rib. I want to give you a close-up of these needles. These needles are sized from 3 up to 9. That is from 3.5 millimeters up to 5.5 millimeters. And every size is a different color. You can see they're gorgeous with this nice satiny finish on them. Not too slick and not too grippy. And the case, of course, is a knockout. Many thanks to the gal who suggested this video, and many thanks to Knitter's Pride and their Marblz needles for sponsoring this video. Good luck.